Anyway, I don't know if people will get on board. I'm just doing live, trying to do live. I don't know if people will get through it. But anyway, I will just carry on, say what's in my heart. I was busy doing some exercises, so I'm a little bit tired. So anyway, so I'm doing live, so it's fine. People, I think, need to know that it's one of those things. Right. So I'll be making some few mistakes here. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I think it's all good. I think it's all good. Let's, okay, right. Okay. So the thing is, I received a call from the doctor this morning to tell me that we're going to go back to chemo and see if chemo will help with this new development. So yeah, I'm going to try and explain what has happened. I don't know if in life they put time on, but anyway, it's fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. Whilst we're waiting a little bit to see if anybody's coming in, I will try and source in some information here. Right. Right, let's play around. Right, I'm still alive. So anyway, let me go and check. I'm still cooking. Check how this is going. So yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good day, by the way. I'm saying good morning, I don't know why. Good day. Yes, to those who doesn't know me, my name is Linda. So yes, I'm mainly here to talk about issues that deals and talk about cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer myself. It's been I think in a month since I was diagnosed. So I'm just here to just give a little bit of a feedback of how things are going and speak live so that people can see that I'm still alive and kicking. Well, today I'm not kicking as much, but I'm alive and kicking. So yeah, as I was saying that this morning I heard news from the doctor. So on Monday, we went to do what we call bone marrow aspirate, where they wanted to check, my doctor wanted to check if the cancer is coming back or not. So the cancer that I was diagnosed with, if somebody can just show me that you guys can hear me, I'll be happy to know. But anyway, yes, I said 2 years and a bit. It's 2 years and some years. It was June. I think it was June. Anyway, I can't remember the exact, I didn't check. But it was June when I was diagnosed with the cancer called plasma cell myeloma stroke leukemia, but it's plasma cell myeloma. It's one of the families, according to my doctor anyway. So yeah, I was diagnosed with this kind of cancer. It's an aggressive kind, according to the doctor. It's an aggressive kind. So yes, I was diagnosed with it. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride. I've done what we call bone marrow transplant. After the first chemo, that we went about 8 months. I did 8 cycles of chemo, and then I was, I was eligible to do a bone marrow transplant. So hello to what we call SASA, RSA. Yes, hi to you, hi to everybody that's online. So anyway, yes, I was diagnosed with this plasma cell myeloma. So I did transplant, and then I did consolidation chemo. That was about 4 months. And then 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, well, to you, Sasa, they didn't tell me the stage. I think blood cancer, when it's been found, it's already a little bit late. So, because when I was diagnosed, I was kind of late. I was kind of very, very late. So anyway, the doctor said it's very aggressive. So anyway, so what I was saying is that 3 weeks ago, we always do blood checks every month. So 3 weeks ago, in the part of the blood cancer, there's a part that talks about light chains. Mine showed progression. So the number was really above 100. So my doctor was not happy with that. So on Monday, we did a bone marrow aspirate. Sorry, guys, I'm sweating. I was doing a bit of training. So we did a bone marrow aspirate on Monday. So yesterday, they wanted to do further tests to see if this cancer is back. I don't know what was the test yesterday, but with bone marrow, I know for sure that they wanted to check if there were cells that were hiding, cancer cells that were hiding. Yes, today I got confirmation from the doctor that yes, there were cells that were hiding. And so in the bone marrow that they've taken, she was saying 20% of that shows those cancer cells. So now we're going to go back to chemo. We're going back to chemo. It's the only thing I don't like with chemo is steroids. They always bump on my blood sugar. For some reason, the steroids doesn't like me. So, but anyway, there's no shortcut. We need to go back. So from next week, I'm going back to chemo. So if you think I'm looking nice, I'll be looking a bit dark as from next week, because chemo sometimes is very rough. But anyway, we're going back to it and try and deal with this cancer before it gets bad. So in short, I'm no longer in remission. So because after a year, I was in remission, then transplant, and then I was in remission according to the test that we were doing. But now we're back on chemo again. Let's hope this time we will deal with this cancer. And I don't know how many cycles we'll do. What the doctor said this morning is that we're going to do one cycle of the chemo that I know, just one cycle, and check if my cells, not cancer cells, my cells are still sensitive, and then see if the chemo will still kill cancer cells. So we'll do the 1 month cycle. If that doesn't work, and then which means I will need to go back to the hospital and do chemo at the hospital. The chemo that we'll do, it will be very, very heavy. She's planning to do a very heavy chemo. SASA, RSA. I'm in South Africa. I'm in Port Shepstone, by the way. I'm in Port Shepstone. I'm staying in Port Shepstone. The hospital I'm using is in Durban. So I travel 1.5 hours every day when I'm going to, not every day, when I'm going to the hospital. Yes, I'm staying in Port Shepstone. I'm next to the ocean, which helps with my stress, I guess. So yeah, if the chemo doesn't work, they will have to admit it to the hospital and then give me a little bit of a heavy chemo, and then they will monitor me for a night. And then if it all goes well, it will be only one night, and the doctor will see if it works. So the plan is to do the chemo that I know, the simple one that I started with. If it works, we carry on. Then she will try and find the maintenance medication that will suit me. If it doesn't, and then so which means I'll do this heavy chemo. She's worried about it. I don't think she likes that chemo. But anyway, we need to do something to put me back into remission. So that's our focus. The good thing is, if you want to know, the good thing is, like, I just finished a little bit of training, little bit of exercises now. I'm feeling fine. I'm cooking as well, so I'm feeling okay. The only thing that I had a month ago was I slept bad, so I just kind of touch my neck, but it's all back now in order. I can still feel a little bit sensitive, but I'm fine. Other than that, it's all fine. Every time when I'm going to do chemo or anything of that sort, the only thing that always keeps me in check, it's my kidneys. My kidneys at some point where they go down, they really go down sometimes. But once everything it's back online, it's all good. So I'm happy if I'm going to do the chemo that I know, because we'll check my kidneys and see if they can manage it or maintain it or deal with it. And then from then on, we carry on. That's my only worry. The other thing is, as you can see, I'm training and I'm doing the diet, but it's hard to lose weight because I was on steroids for a little bit of a long time. So, but the good thing is when I was doing transplant, I really lose a little bit of weight, not much. So I'm working hard on trying and lose weight so that I could be much more healthy. I cannot lie. After treatment, losing weight, it's tough. It's tough. Even eating healthy is not easy as people think it is. I'm dealing with it. Today I'm going to eat chicken and some veggies, but other than that, I fancy cakes like somebody, like everybody else, you know. I do fancy cakes as well. Once in a while, I do get cakes, and then I like red meat. If you're in South Africa, you know that doing braai, it's our language. If you don't know what braai is, it's a barbecue to those who are not South Africans. But if you're South African, we like to do braais. So now I've limited the braais. I used to do it like almost every other day, and then now that avenue has been stopped. So I was camping with my boy a week ago, so I had braai on that stage. Zama, hi, and then yes, thanks, Saso. Yes, we're getting strong. Yes. And you're right, 8 cycles is no joke. Yeah, 8 cycles is no joke. The last cycle I finished it complaining. I was complaining to the doctor every time, and she was like, "Hang in there, Mr. Zigala, hang in there." So it's not a joke. So I did finish that. But Sasa, I can tell you this: that do you know that the chemo that I thought it was heavy. It was not heavy as compared to when I was doing a stem cell transplant. That chemo was heavy. That chemo was really heavy, and I'm always glad that I've managed to deal with it. If at all I have to go and do transplant again, bone marrow transplant, I know now what I can expect in terms of chemo. Other things are not as bad as I thought. But yeah, chemo on that, it's heavy. So, and the other part that is difficult after transplant is to deal with, to make sure that you don't get infections. That's another difficult part, because after transplant, I had runny tummy. I could get cold easily. My temperature was sometimes would just skyrocket for no reason. So that's the heavy part, is to make sure that you don't get infections. Even now, after a year, I've done my transplant, I still struggle with, my immune system is not there yet. I still struggle with the cold. If somebody next to me is having a cold, I'll get it, that's for sure. So that is why sometimes I wear mask if I'm not sure, if I'm going to the crowd, that I don't, it's not make sure. So I just wear masks so that I could be on a safe side. Yeah, so that's where I am at the moment. And so yeah, So I was just letting you guys know that I'm getting there. I'm a little bit disappointed though that I'm going back to chemo. I was thinking that doctor will prescribe maybe heavy chemo tablets or something, but no, I have to go and do the actual chemo, and put the lines on and all those kinds of things. I hope they'll find veins this time. As the time goes with chemo, you lose veins, but let's hope they'll find it. And yeah, this week I'm going to be, as from today, after that call, I'm trying to work on my positivity. I'm trying to tell my brain and tell my mind that focus, you can still do it, and I know how it feels now, and I know some side effects, and now it's the matter of telling my mind that I can still do it. So guys, I'm cooking. Let me go check my pot quickly, and then I'm coming back. Right. Go. So yeah, and it's that's what I'm working on at the moment. It's just too positive thinking. It's not easy. It's not easy. If somebody's got blood cancer, maybe you can share how you deal with it. It's tough on my side. The only thing that I'm happy with at the moment is that I'm happy that I'm still actually healthy in a way. I'm still feeling strong. Yes, I'm not alone, to be honest. I've got my family. My wife is very supportive, and my kid, who doesn't know what cancer is his mind is always spinning, and he doesn't like to see me going to the hospital as a boy, so he thinks I'm his hero. So anyway, yeah, that's I've got support there, and I've got friends. I've got friends in South Africa, and I've got friends overseas as well. People are really supportive. Family. I'm staying in Port Shepstone, but I was born in Newcastle in KwaZulu-Natal. If you're South African, you know where Newcastle is, KwaZulu-Natal. It's cold at the moment at home. I'm glad I'm in Port Shepstone. So I was born there, so I've got family there as well. And then I've got family and friends here in the coast. Yeah, people are praying all over for me. So I'm glad, I'm blessed in that way, that I have people who are really supportive. And then I know that if I'm struggling with focus and with my mental health, I can call somebody. Sometimes, I don't want to share everything, all my emotions sometimes with my wife. She feels more than I do. I do get emotional, but I'm not that bad. But she takes, because I don't feel that, I'm not getting into those emotions. She does. So she takes it over for me. So, and my kid, for some reason, he's a boy, but he does get emotional. So so that's why I need friends, and then I speak to them, and then they do give a bit of advice. And my neighbor as well is my friend, so we take a walk. I just take a walk with him for a few minutes so that I can pour my heart out, and then we talk man to man, and then face the fact. After I was being diagnosed, when you get to know that you've got short life to live, so I needed somebody to talk to instead of talk about death and dying to my wife, and then I had somebody to talk to and say, look, according to a diagnosis, I might not have much time to live, but God had other plans, because I'm still alive after I was given a little bit of a short span of life. Thank you so much. I'll keep the positive attitude. Thank you. I'll go through it again. Thank you so much, Sasa, and thank you so much, guys. Those who are still online. So the difficult part about being to focus on your mind is to get used to the fact that you've got cancer. That's another difficult part. It took me close to 6 months to a year to get to the stage, to the fact that I've got cancer, and I'm living with cancer. It took me time to accept that fact, and then after I accepted it, I had to start to know that there will be some ways to deal with it, because the doctors are trying to get some new medications and new ways of dealing with cancer. So yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I'll be here until I'm a gogo, mkhulu as well, instead of dying young. So I think those were for me two things. That's why I had a very good support from my neighbors, friends, church, community, people to talk to and pour my heart to. Yeah, I've got a very, very big support. Um, the only problem though with people is that when they are trying to comfort you, I don't know, maybe it's just that I'm a man. I don't know. Maybe some men are not like myself. I prefer a person who gets straight to the point instead of a person who will say to me, hey, I know somebody. If you comfort me, say, sorry, man, that you've got cancer. Sorry about that. And then, how you doing? And then just give me your ear so that I can speak to you. Sometimes people try to tell you lots of things. Sometimes they do help. Sometimes I think it depends as well on the stage where you are. When you start chemo and somebody comes and say to you, that chemo is useless. So then now you just think, what else can I do? Because I need to do this because it gives me hope that I'm going to be alive. So people will just say, don't do that. It doesn't work. Don't take medication. Do this food. Do that food. Yeah. If anybody has cancer here, you guys know that having cancer is not a joke. So you try everything possible, especially in the first few months after being diagnosed. You try everything possible. You read every article. You eat any food they say it's a superfood. You just do everything that you can. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But the good thing is I've got support. I always appreciate that. Even if a person will come a little bit negative towards what I'm doing, I always think that it's coming from the good heart. So I take that to heart and be grateful about it. But otherwise, it's a journey. It's as I said, it's over 2 years now. I'm starting to get hang on it, to know that when you're dealing with blood cancer, nothing is straightforward. You cannot think that it is all straightforward and it could work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it works. So yeah, and I'm glad that the team, my doctor and the team that she's working with, you feel that they are on your side. They are not against you. They are not against me anyway, to be honest. So they fight with you. They listen to you. They want to know how you feel, and they want to know what you're thinking. So yeah, they are with me almost every time. So now, the support I need now, guys, is just if you guys, those who can pray, to pray for me just to start again the chemo and deal with it. And then hopefully the steroids won't give me too much body weight. I'm not gonna hold much water. And then if you support me by putting me in your mind and in your prayers, I promise that I'll do my part of doing simple things. I'll do my exercise, I'll eat well, and then I will try and keep positive mindset. I'll try and always be thinking positive and be positive so that I can carry on being alive and hopefully until the doctors will know what's going on with the cancer. I don't know about where you guys are. In Potchefstroom, cancer seems to be now getting a little bit out of hand. I don't like it when young people are being diagnosed with cancer. So now I know few, which doesn't give me a good feeling that young people are getting cancer. Well, if you don't know my age, I'm 52 years old. So I'm not that young, but I'm still young, you see, I'm still young. So, but I'm not young. So with my age and my mental strength, I think it's easier to deal with this chronic disease than for young people. So yeah, that's where I am. I'll try and keep it positive, and I'll try and keep it strong. So one more thing before I will let you guys go. There is this elephant in the room in South Africa that nobody talks about it. Well, after I was being diagnosed with cancer, there was this issue when my doctor was asking me if I have medical aid. I didn't, because I never worked in a government. I was always working for myself. So I didn't have medical aid. I'm starting with a doctor that here in Port Shepstone that, kind of suspected that I had cancer, who referred me to another doctor, and another doctor referred me to hematologist, oncologist in Durban. You know, he didn't give me any hope when I said I don't have medical aid. He was telling me all sorts of stories that, I was really think I was going to die just because I didn't have medical aid, one. Number two is to have money. This disease seems to be taking a lot of money. So now, when I was going to Durban to my hematologist, talking about my situation about cancer, she was kind of worried that I didn't have medical aid, but she did ask me a little bit about my finances. And then she wanted to transfer me to a government hospital. So I'm always grateful that I've managed to have some money stored up so that I can, and people were helping as well, because we made a little bit of a plea to people, and people did give a lot of money so that I can carry on with my treatment. And at home, we had a little bit as well stored up. So now, after a few months, first month was tough of chemo. That was difficult. But after 4 months, I get back to health. I was fine. I started my walking, started my little bit of work there and there. I could sit at my desk there and start working. Not going full time to my job. But one person said something that was very interesting. Said to me, "So if you don't have money, which means you cannot survive this." And then I felt so sad about that this disease really needs a lot of money. Cancer needs a lot of money so that you can be cured if you can. So that's the elephant of the room that nobody talks about it, that this cancer needs a lot of money to get anything. To get bone marrow donated to you, it's a lot of money. I use my own bone marrow. They took it from my own blood. That was not as expensive as if somebody else was supposed to donate their bone marrow to me. So nobody wants to talk about this issue, that our medical system in South Africa really, I'm going to use a bad word here, really sucks. Because if you don't have money, you don't survive cancer. The hospital the doctor wanted me to go to, I'm not going to mention names because I might be sued, but I was going to be in a waiting list. Can you imagine, after I've been told that you've got this much to live? To be honest, I was given something about roughly few months, top 6. So you think, after I've been told this bad news, all of a sudden now I need to go and be on a waiting list in another hospital. So that was so bad. I'm glad that I managed to say to the doctor, "No, I can pay. Just tell me how much and how." So that helped me to get into the system, and then I got help. But now, why I'm not happy with this is that if somebody doesn't have money, so which means your future is already been planned, that you're not going to survive. So that's something that we need to think about and pray about. Thank you so much, guys. Those who are going to pray, thank you, Sasa. You can definitely pray for me, please. I need it. So, and of course, and finances, because as I said, this disease is very expensive. Everything is very expensive. So yeah, in South Africa, we need to pray for South African government to pump in money to oncology department to help people with terminal diseases like cancer and other diseases, of course. But yeah, it's kind of, you have money, you're going to you're going to buy yourself some time. Don't have money, bye-bye, you're gone. So yeah, and then that's I don't find that's nice, guys. I don't find it so nice. So, but anyway, I just had to say this, call a spade, that in South Africa our medical system is not good. If you've got medical aid, of course, yeah, that's good. But hey, people, if you've got medical aid here, tell us how much you pay a month, and then if you calculate that in a span of 20 years, if you not have been sick for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, or 2 years, you can see that it's still expensive, even if you pay your medical aid. So if you're working in a government, so you are in a better place. If your business is making little more money, so at least you're good to go. But if you don't have those jobs, Yeah, it's not easy. So I feel for people who've got cancer who are going to government hospitals. I'm praying for them every day. I'm praying for them now. So to say that God just heal them instead of letting them go to this process and don't get help. It's not easy. So yeah, I don't know with other countries. Maybe in America, in Europe, maybe in places like China and Australia, maybe they're doing things differently. Maybe they're doing things differently. Maybe, they've got ways, even if you don't have any money stored up, to help you to get help. But yeah, cancer is expensive. Cancer is expensive. I don't even want to tell you how much. A person who's got cancer here will definitely know that this thing is very, very expensive. So other than that, guys, I'm alive, and please pray for me. I'm going to start this new chemo. It's not new anyway. It's a chemo that I did the first time, and hopefully it will put me back to remission, and then I'll be still, just live a life and take one day as it comes. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So, but anyway, having said that, guys, to those who've got cancer, if you are listening to me and you've just been diagnosed, it's not easy. We are with you. Just do what you can. Just hang in there. Be positive. It will be fine. I'm saying this to you. I'm saying this to me, that I'll hang in there, and then hopefully we'll go back to remission. So, and when I was walking in Potchefstroom, we've got ocean. It's a nice place. So I was walking around the ocean yesterday, and I was thinking that it is good to have a good day when you've got cancer, and you can walk around and say, yeah, I'm having a good day today. So yesterday was one of those days. I was really feeling good. And today, except the phone call from the doctor, that it's telling me that she spotted some cancer coming back. So we need to act promptly with it. Otherwise, I'm feeling good. There's nothing to report, and there's nothing bad to report. So yeah, if there are any questions, then I can take those questions. I'm going to check my pot. I'm cooking. I'm going to eat chicken. Those who are curious to know what I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat chicken and veggies. And unfortunately, my wife is not around, so there's no cake. So yeah, let me check the pot, and then you guys can write questions if you want to ask something. That's good. Go. Yeah. So yes. So guys, yeah, that's my update. I can see there's no questions, but anyway, yeah, any if there's no any questions, I will just carry on and just with these questions, that what stage of this blood cancer was. I think I'm going to be bold and ask my doctor next week and see what she says. I'll be bold. I'll definitely ask. That's I'm curious as well to see what stage, because when I was diagnosed, I think everybody in that in that office, when the doctor was talking to me, I could see that people were scared to tell me about this, and I could see that they were just looking. When you see people looking at you and looking down, like they are thinking that, yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, I will find out to my doctor next week, and then I will try and write it down somewhere, maybe here on YouTube as well, and say what stage. But I can tell you that when I was going to see my doctor that time, I couldn't walk, guys. I couldn't walk. I was limping. I was in pain. I don't know even how to explain it. I don't know what was wrong. It was sore. I couldn't walk. And then my back was, yeah, in Afrikaans, it was, my back was teermekaar. It was bad. it was bad. So yeah, we will. I'll find out. But yeah, it was bad. Yeah, but now, that's another positive thing that I'm going to do this chemo. I'm on a positive side. I'm on a positive side than 2 years ago. I'm really on a positive side. It's not as bad as it was. As I said to you, I couldn't walk. I couldn't think. Things were bad. Things were really bad. So I'm glad now that I'm going to do this chemo, and I can drive. I can go there driving myself. I don't need to be driven. Although when I'm going for the first time, I'll ask my wife to drive me there so that I've got the backup. Because sometimes chemo, when you're doing it for the first time, after a long time, it kind of it can play your brain and kind of take you off guard. So, and then sometimes I could be tired, and sometimes I could have, because of the steroids, I could have the energy. So the days are not the same. So yeah. So in all, yeah, I can take questions if people got questions, and then I can try and answer those. But anyway, thanks everybody who's been trying to watch this, and those who press like. So carry on, press like, guys. I like likes because it helps me with my channel, to be honest. I'm new to YouTube, so if you press like, it helps. So even in my videos, I'm not doing professional videos. I'm not a professional. So, but if you see a video that you like, just press like so that we can share the news. People are scared to talk about cancer, guys. I don't know why. People are really scared of talking about cancer. I'm not, because I didn't ask for this. I don't think anybody asked for any disease anyway. Yes, definitely. Yes, I've got a good doctor. When she speaks like a guy, which is very strange. You know, when you're speaking, she's very factual. If you I'll ask a question and she will just definitely tell me straight as it is. She won't beat about the bush. She won't say and trying to tell me a story. No, yeah, she's just straightforward. She's very straightforward. She doesn't talk shop. Except once when she was happy after we find for the first time that I was in remission, she started to talk a little bit of shop, but she doesn't. She doesn't. She just gets straight to the point. You know, because of the steroid, I was diagnosed with diabetic as well. So she wasn't happy with that. She was not happy with me that I just let it go to that far to be diabetic. So, but I will definitely ask. I'll definitely say, if somebody wants to know about my diabetic, it was only for the short time, for the short bit. Now I can just take a reading now as well, so that you guys know that diabetic thing was gone. It's been now, after they told me I had that diabetic thing, it was gone. It came and gone. Once I started to eat well, I just stopped eating cakes, and I was eating a lot of watermelon. So I even stopped the watermelon thing. Then I was fine. It just dropped from 25, dropped to where I am now. So let's find out where I am anyway, instead of just talking theory. Let's see for sure where I am today at the moment, after I've been eating all sorts of rubbish. This blood doesn't want to come up. Let's try another one. That's another thing with this machine. I need to make sure it's cold. So I need to make sure that my hands are warm. Then we can get to it here. There we go. Let's find out if we can find something, some blood somewhere. There we go. It felt like it's gonna come. Oh yeah, there we go. Come on. Let's find out. Okay, 5.2. I don't know how it's gonna look there, but it doesn't matter how it looks. I think people can see that it's 5.2. So, you know, from 25 to 5.2. So it's, my numbers now are 4.6 to, if I ate really junk food, it goes around 8.6. It doesn't go even to 9. So yeah, we've managed to maintain that one. So my doctor was happy afterwards, but I will definitely ask. And to be honest though, I'm so happy that she's on the ball. She doesn't let things go out of hand. She doesn't let things go out of hand, and she likes to listen to your concerns as well, to see what you think. At the same time, she's very strong. She's a very strong doctor. If somebody wants to know her name, you can just text me on a site somewhere. I don't know how you do that on YouTube, but yeah, I can tell you her name because I didn't tell her that I was going to be live on YouTube. But yeah, you can just tell me. I'll tell you what's her name. But she's very good. She's thorough. She looks at everything. She checks. You want to know, even if you feel a little bit even if she looks at you in a way, everything, to be honest. She wants to know how you think, what you think, what's wrong, how can they help. Right. Sasa is asking about my routine. My daily routine, well, at the moment, we've been on holidays. We just came back last week from holidays, so my routine is kind of out. But my routine it's very simple. And again, another thing, there's a car outside. My car is my wife took my car. Her car is broken. So in the morning, I go to my office, do a little bit of work, and I don't work at the moment. I'm not working more than 6 hours or tops. I always do a little bit of work, and then I take a walk. Here at home, I can walk out for 5 kilometers or more. It depends how much I want to walk. The only thing that I think I was listening to videos about Izinyanga, the traditional doctors and the Sangomas. So as if I'm going to the bush alone, sometimes I don't feel comfortable. I always walk slowly so that somebody else can come in. And then in that way, if the workers are walking, because I'm next to the farm, if the workers are walking up that day, so I can walk a little bit more, like something like 7 to 10 kilometers. So I'm not doing it daily, but daily I just walk a little bit, like 3 to 5 kilometers. And then on a weekend, I plan a little bit of a longer walk. Right now, I was doing, and then, well, it depends on the day. After I walked, like now, I came and I cook for myself, to be honest. I just come in because sometimes at home they cook things the way they are, so I'm more careful about my food. So, and then I come and cook. And then after this video, and then I'm going to finish up with my office work. I'm a little bit behind because we're on holidays. I need to send a few emails and stuff like that. That's my daily routine. I eat twice at the moment. I eat twice a day because I'm off medication, so I'm just enjoying of trying to lose weight. I eat twice a day. I eat in the morning, and then I'm eating before. Like now, I've got lunch. I'm going to eat now, and then about before 4 or just 4:30, I stop it before 5. I'll just have a little bit of a snack, and then that's it. Then I can just sit down and read a book. I was reading a book called Odyssey, written by the advocate Skakane. I was reading that book by Advocate Skakane. It's a very nice book at the moment that I'm reading. I finished it, but I was reading. Yesterday I was finishing 2 chapters. My wife was disturbing me when I was reading those 2 chapters. So we were in holidays, to be honest. And then Sasa, I'm reading another book as well. It's just a novel. It's just a Zulu novel about Zulu stories, how families are, witchcraft and stuff like that, how this guy survived in rural areas where they were trying to destroy his life. So I'm reading that as well. It kind of motivates me. So I'm reading those 2 books. So that's my afternoon routine. If I don't feel like reading, I listen to music. I like at the moment. Yesterday I was listening more on old school stuff from music. I listen to Vusinova, and then I'm listening to Nati, Zahara, and then in Maskandi I like Ukacheni, and then well, because I'm a Christian, I like to listen to gospel, any kind of gospel. At the moment, I don't have favorite. So yeah, I just listen to those kind of music. Any kind of music that is low jam, that can help me just relax and to go to sleep. So I like like a beat. I like the kind of the African beat. I play a little bit of keyboard. So if I'm at church, I just do my own thing. I just play a little bit of keyboard and put a little bit of African drum and beat, not the it and the style that they like. No, I don't do those. I just like kind of a jazzy kind of music. And yeah, the other music that I like is by Ringo. I listen to those before 8. I like to listen to Ringo before 8, just to dance a little bit, just to give it a dance. And then I will have my tea. I've got different kinds of teas that I do drink, just to, because I don't do anything like alcohol and stuff. So I do drink teas. So my daily routine, it's wake up in the morning, do a little bit of work, do a little bit of exercise, cook. The food that I'm cooking today, it's for 2 days, and then and do a little bit of office work. In the morning, why I go to the office is that sometimes people want to come and share, and we talk, have a little bit of one-on-one meetings if I can. Sometimes I don't want to disturb people when they're working. Just like to go to the office to offer my support, to say I'm there. And like tomorrow, I will need to make some phone calls because some of the fridges at work are dead. So it just gets into my morning routine. And then like that. And then because I don't want to get too much stress from work, I come back and then have a walk and enjoy the nature and have some food, lunch food. And then from there, do a little bit of some paperwork emails, and then I'm done. On the weekend, though, I walk. I like to spend time with family. I walk with my boy. If he rides his bicycle, I walk. And then I come back home and I relax. If we want to braai, we braai and have some fire outside, and then we sit out. I've got a projector, so to watch a movie on our wall on a screen, and then we watch a movie on a screen. And then on Sunday, of course, we churching. So we're going to church, and then Sunday it's just a relaxing day. That's when I eat, on Sunday, that's why I eat rubbish. So that's the problem. So my advice, though, to those who've been diagnosed with cancer and they're on chemo, don't sit down and do nothing. If you cannot walk like I was in the first month after I started chemo, I couldn't walk. I was using my stick to help me walk a little bit. I'll show you my stick. It's still here. I carry my stick not to hit people. Oh well, I'm in South Africa, so sometimes I carry this stick to hit people, but mostly to deal with animals, because I'm walking mostly in the bushes. So in summer we meet snakes, so I need to deal with them. So I walk. Just use something. You cannot buy a stick like this. You can just use any stick, and then it helps you to move. Don't be bound on your bed. Try and move. And in my routine, as I forgot to tell that I drink about 3 liters of water a day. Like now, I've finished my 2 liters of water, and then I just drink a little bit every now and again until I finish about 3 liters, which means I wee a lot. But yeah, that's in my daily routine. Yeah. Sometimes they say I'm doing too much, so I always try and just mind if people are saying no, man, you're doing too much, and then I try and limit some chores. In a house, though, I do help. I do try, because I like to be, active. I do help with some dishes. If I'm lazy, but I do help with the dishes, wash them, help them with washing the dishes. I don't sweep the floor, because my boy and my wife, they've got dogs. I don't like dogs. So they come in and dirty the floor. I don't want to work like that. So they're the ones who cleaning the floors and stuff like that. But yes, yeah, that I don't know if it answers your question, but yeah, it's to try and be active. It's in summary, I try and be active during the day, and then try and keep positive as well. It's tough. It's tough. Days are not the same. Yeah, sometimes you feel sad for no reason. Sometimes you feel great. Yeah, and the fact, as I said, that the fact is to accept. I had to accept the fact that I've got cancer. So yeah, it's one of those things. So yes, I can take another question if somebody's got a question. And thanks, by the way, to those who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing. And again, thanks for coming and to my live. It's my first time to do this live. I don't know how it works, but I'm glad that it can go through. Yeah, thanks, guys. So I'll give it a minute to wait for some questions, and then I think I will say bye for today, and then we will catch it out on videos. Just go to my channel. It's EMTV with Linda. It's Ebenezer Mission TV. Just go in there. Just have a look. If you see something you like, please press like. So yeah, I'm getting ready for this chemo. I think I'll try and be live next week as well. I don't know when the chemo day will be. If it's Wednesday, so I might be live on Thursday to give a little bit of feedback. And if I'm feeling good as well, it doesn't matter. If you don't feel good, which means I'll be at home on Thursday. On Thursday, I try and finalize the week at work with the work I'm doing. So otherwise, yes. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, let's get healthy. Let's eat healthy. Let's get positive. To those who don't have cancer, guys, please support us as much as you can. And then please be with us. Yes. Thanks so much, Sasa. I'll keep going. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks for coming into my life as well and support. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll keep going, and then I think that's the only thing we can do, just to keep it positive. To keep it. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I've got my own TV and a TV at home. So I put stuff that I want to watch. I try and schedule some things to watch. I'm not a good TV watcher, but anyway, because of cancer, you kind of sit down and watch. So I'm glad that I've got TV that I can line in programs. I like sports, so. And then I've got a lot of Tour de France to watch. So I'm happy with that. When the weekend comes, I'll watch Tour de France. I might even take the projector and put it outside and enjoy that. So it's good to have your own TV at home when nobody disturbs you. And then on YouTube, I don't watch stuff that will make me sad too much. I do follow some guys that have got cancer as well on YouTube. And yeah, that's it helps to have some TV that you can line up programs in a way that you want to watch them. So it just makes me, to keep me happy, to watch some things that is happy from the TV. And I like to watch cooking stuff as well. As you can see that I like cooking. I like to cook myself. I do cook for family as well. And when I'm doing braai, I braai for them and cook some stuff. If you don't know what braai is, barbecue, and I do all kind of things. So anyway, there you are. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. And the thing is, now I don't know how to finish this thing, but I'll do my best. I'll just touch somewhere. Hopefully it will go. So, but thanks for supporting. It just changes to something else.